hickory-dickory-dock. Time to beat the clock. Time for fun has now begun. Let's all play Beat the Clock.
Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania. For half a century, a quality name in incandescent bulbs, fluorescent tubes and fixtures, photo lamps, radio and television sets, radio and television tubes, and electronic devices. Yes, for homes, offices, schools, and factories, Sylvania.
Let's all play Beat the Clock.
And now, here is America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Collyer.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Welcome once again to Beat the Clock, the show where you can have the time of your life playing against time for big-time prizes, and where it's always nice to be introduced by Bird Bennett. That's whose voice does it every week. Hello there, how are you?
Good evening.
Welcome back to our show. Let's see, you were with us last week, weren't you?
Yes.
Dr. and Mrs. Eugene Herman, that's right, you're a veterinarian. I remember chatting with you about that. Married almost 15 years and 2 children. Now,
Yes.
where are the 2 children?
They're backstage.
Oh, good heavens. I hope we get a chance to meet them after the show. How old are they?
We have a son, 13, and a little girl, past 10.
Oh, goodness, your family's growing up on you, too, huh? Mine are 15, 13, and 11.
You're one ahead of us.
Ooh, they crowd up there in a real hurry. Well, now, I guess you know all about our bonus, Dr. Herman. In case you don't, let me explain to you and anybody else that's listening that our bonus is worth $400 tonight, our bonus stunt. Whenever the bell rings, whoever happened to be our contestants at that time, they're the ones that get a chance at the bonus. Of course, that doesn't take away a thing. It simply adds one more thing that they can win if they do all right by it. Now, Dr. Herman, let's see. Had you started anything you had you? Okay, well, let's start off then on your $200 clock. You beat the $100 clock. We got something that is really going to send you home beating the band. Come on over here, both of you, if you will, please. Now, Mrs. Herman, will you have a seat over there on that stool facing your... No, Mrs. Herman. And Dr. Herman, you sit on that stool there, if you will, and face each other. And I'll explain, in the meantime, that we have suspended between you here a large bass drum, you see? Now, this bass drum, if I were to swing it far enough, you could catch it, couldn't you, Doctor? Or you could catch it if it came over to your side far enough. And that's all we want you to do, is to swing this drum back and forth until it gets close enough to one of you to grab it. When either one of you grabs it without falling off your stool, we'll stop the clock and you'll beat the clock. Now, obviously, you can't reach it from where you are, so we've given you little helpers, and what they are these drum beaters right here. And what we want you to do is, sitting on the stool where you are, throw them at the drum underhand, like that, you see? And throw them hard enough, it will swing the drum, and as it comes over toward you, when it starts back, throw one at it from your side. When it gets over here, throw one at it from this side, you see? Till it starts to swing back and forth far enough so that either one of you can grab it. Do you understand the problem? You've always wanted to beat a drum. You know you have, Doc. Haven't you, Miss Herman? Sure you have. Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 40 seconds, and let me caution you, don't throw it sideways or flip it or throw it overhand, because then you never know who you're going to hit with it. Just good and hard, underhand, and you'll find it'll swing right well. Are you both ready? Either one of you. Go. There comes one over there. Come on, throw it at it. That's it. Come on. Wait till it gets to you and starts back. That's it. Wait till it starts back. Wait till it starts back each time. Get a better swing. I'm going to explain something. What you're doing is you are counteracting everything your husband's doing. You must wait. Look, wait and... What'd you say?
Sounds like home.
Sounds like home. Does she do that to you at home all the time, Doc? She does? We don't have one of these things hanging in our house, but anyway, let me show you. As it comes over toward you, don't throw it at it right away. Wait till it just begins to start back toward your husband, then throw it. Because you were throwing it as it was coming toward you, and that was stopping the progress of it. Now, I'm going to give you just about as much swing as you had going and set you to go again. You ready? Go. Now, wait till it gets over there. Watch him. That's the guy. Wait a minute. Now, that's the girl. That's it. Hold it now. Hold it. Hold it. There you go. So that you can grab it, you know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. Go on. There you are. Stop the clock. Good enough. Stop doing midstream. You see, each time you were fighting it, you were trying to throw that a little too soon, and you could just, you know, counteract what each one does. That's fun, isn't it, huh? Yeah, you can rig that up in your house anytime you want to, and try it at home. Let the kids try it, too. All right, Dr. and Mrs. Herman, that means you've gotten through the $200 clock now. Next, it comes time for Mrs. Herman all by herself to try for our jackpot clock. And we'll find out what it is in Now, Dr. and Mrs. Herman, as I said before, it's Mrs. Herman's chore this time. So if you, sir, will just step over back there and don't help Mrs. Herman in any way except by holding good thoughts for her. If you'll step up on this platform and face the audience and don't turn around and look at the board until I tell you to. And back of that curtain is our magnetic Jackpot board. And on it are all of the words of a famous saying or quotation, but they're all scrambled up. You've got to get them unscrambled in 20 seconds so they spell out the saying or quotation we're after. You understand? Okay, don't look till I tell you to. Now open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go. Stop the clock. Water seeks its own level. You're quite right, and you've beaten our Jackpot clock. Come on back in here, both out here. And I'm sure that now that you've beaten the Jackpot clock, you want to see what you've won. So let's take a look over here.
Dr. and Mrs. Herman, your prize is Sylvania's exquisite console, the Montclair, with genuine hand-rubbed mahogany inlay doors. Large 21-inch movie-clear television with surrounding halo light for the greatest viewing comfort in all television. The Montclair is outstanding in performance and design. Congratulations, Dr. and Mrs. Herman. You have just won Sylvania's Jackpot prize.
My congratulations to you, too, Mr. That's a skimmer, isn't it, huh? Oh, you can't go out on a high wind with that one, can you? You'd take right off. Who are they, Roxanne?
Mr. and Mrs. Eugene McConnell from Douglaston, Long Island,
Well,
New
it's
York.
certainly nice to have you both here, Miss McConnell. We're having a little trouble here setting up a little stunt that's going to involve your husband in just a minute. That's why those balloons are breaking over there. Eugene, what do you do? Take it easy, boys. Now just take it easy there. Keep blowing them up. I bet there's something on the floor there, Fitz. It's probably a little piece of china or something there, you know? That's it. Kick it away. Now see if that one doesn't hold. Stay back, girls. You never know what's going to happen. All right, we did it. We did it. Well, let's see. According to your card, you've been married 10.5 years, and you have 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. Is that right?
That's right.
Where are your 2 little girls?
They're home. Grandma's minding them.
Grandma's mine. How old are they?
Almost 6, almost 4, and the baby was just a year.
The baby is the boy?
Ah, yes.
Oh, guess what happened to me? I had 2 girls and then a boy. Now they're firing balloons all backstage here. They can't stop. Tell you what, I'd like to have you take along, if you will, a little gift from us for your 2 little girls. Roxanne, bring one of them out, will you? This is our new Roxanne doll. See it? Isn't that cute? Has a little camera on it here that if you press something up here and it actually flashes, you see? And she walks. Show her how she walks. Bring it right down there and let her see how she walks. See that?
Oh.
Your little head turns. So there's one of those for each of your little girls. We'll have them backstage for you afterward. Thank you very much, Roxanne. All right. The little fella, I guess, won't mind yet a while, will he? He doesn't get one. Well, now, Mr. McConnell, let's see what all that balloon breaking was all about, because you're going to be involved in it. And I don't know, you're going to have to run around a little bit. Do you want to take your coat off or not? It's up to you. All right, take it off, hang it right over that hook on the stand that we provided for you there. Then if you come over here with me, this is your problem on the $100 clock. Now, there are what are left of the 3 balloons that were set out here, and they ought to be sort of stretched out this way, but I'll show you what your problem is in just a minute. Your problem is going to be to break them, and you break them by stepping on them, and I suggest, as a matter of fact, that you jump on them with both feet, because this kind of a balloon sometimes has a tendency to expand a little, but you jump on them with both feet, they'll break. Now, what makes it kind of interesting is simply this. Thank you very much, Madeline. Here's a balloon back here, and we want you to start always at this starting circle. Take this balloon, bounce it, and while it's still up in the air, I didn't give it a good bounce there, but if you give it a good bounce, like, ooh, I can't seem to get it off the ground here. Here we go. There. While that's off the ground, before it hits the ground again, get up there, break one balloon, the nearest one to you, and get back here and catch this before it hits the ground. See? Then give it another bounce, and while it's up in the air, go down and catch the second one. The harder you bounce it, of course, the more time you have. Break the second one, come back and catch it before it hits the ground. If it hits the ground, we have to penalize your 1 balloon. In other words, we have to replace 1 beyond the one you were going for, okay? You understand the problem? Okay, it must stay off the ground at all times and must always be bounced in that circle. Take a look behind you and see how many seconds you have. 45 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Oh, sorry, got to paste it back here. Put 1 back there. That's the idea. Got to get it up in the air good there, boy. Want to try a bounce before you do? Go ahead, try it once. There you go. That was a good one. See, that's the idea. Okay, you ready? Go. All right, get it. Come on, hurry up, boy. Get back there. All right, sir. Now, Now, tell me something. On your $200 clock, Mr. McConnell, do you go out and do a great deal of Easter egg hunting at Easter time every year?
Not particularly.
You don't. Well, you remember the old Easter egg hunts, don't you? Because we have one just for you right now. As a matter of fact, I think you'll be able to see better if you take your glasses off and let your wife hold them for you. She can just stand over here. She doesn't have to come over. You come over here with me, if you will, Mr. McConnell. And would you bring out our Easter egg hunt for Mr. Eugene McConnell, please? Yeah, isn't that a lovely scene? That's a real lovely scene, the snow scene. If you'll step around the far end there, Madeline and Betty have something for you. And while you're over there, you might listen to what I'm telling the audience as well, Eugene, if you will. Just pay attention here, too. This is a little scene of a house, you see, where the Easter Bunny has come, and he has deposited 2 Easter eggs. Now, what happened during the night is it snowed, but it's a strange kind of snow. It snowed Ready Whip, as a matter of fact. Having snowed Ready Whip, these drifts are all here, and hidden in 2 of those drifts are 2 Easter eggs. 1 in each of 2 drifts. All you've got to do when I say go is to locate the Easter eggs and pull them out of the drift. And, of course, the usual catch is on Beat the Clock is you can't use your hands. You have to go after these with your teeth, like that. Now, if you'll get it, put that on your head. That's in case it snows again, Eugene, you see. Put it on your head, boy. Is that a little too tight, is it? Okay, put that on your head. And I'll take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have to find the 2 Easter eggs. You have 30 seconds. You understand the problem? Don't touch anything with your hands. Just find those 2 Easter eggs. Are you ready?
Find them and drop them.
Find them and drop them. Ready? Go. There's one. Oh, he got them both. Stop the clock. Good enough, boy. Got him in a hurry. Come on, that's all he had to do. Come on here, Rat. I want to tell you, if that guy goes into a whipped cream pie as fast as that,
He does.
He likes it, does he? Well, no wonder he dove at it so fast. Now, Miss McConnell, your turn. If you don't mind stepping up on this platform, you're working now on the $200 clock, and it's all yours. You can step up there and turn around and face the audience. Don't look back again until I tell you to. And back of the curtain is our jackpot board. All of the words of a famous saying or quotation, as usual, all mixed up. You got to get it unmixed in 20 seconds from the time I say go. All right, don't turn till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go. Whoop. Here it is. Where's the go? All right, little Tommy Tucker sang for his country. Look down here. Take a look over here.
Mr. and Mrs. McConnell, your prize also is Sylvania's exquisite console, the Montclair, with genuine hand-rubbed mahogany inlay doors, large 21-inch movie-clear television with surrounding halo light for the greatest viewing comfort in all television. The Montclair is outstanding in performance and design. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. McConnell. You, too, have just won Sylvania's Jackpot Prize.
Happy hours of viewing television, and you'll find your husband all cleaned up, safe and sound backstage. You want to take his glasses back to her? Nice to have had you with us. Roxanne, whom do we have now?
Bud, we have Mr. and Mrs. Robert E. Harris from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Well, hello, Miss Harris. How are you? Certainly nice to meet you both. Bob, how are you? May I ask what you do for a living?
Yes.
Oh, I see. You're assistant cashier at a bank. Is that
That's
it?
right.
What's the name of the bank?
In Camden, New Jersey, the Third National Bank and Trust Company in Camden.
Huh? And you're married just a year and a half. Do you have any children?
No.
So you have nobody you promised you'd wave to, huh?
No, except my parents.
Oh, your parents and Bob's parents? Wave to them. Wave right. Let's see, that camera there with the lights on. See, you wave right there. That's where they're looking at you. And while you're waving and welcoming them, and I've just welcomed you, I have another friend to welcome, and that is a station in Honolulu, Hawaii, that has joined our network tonight. We're pretty thrilled about it. Station KGMB TV. Welcome. We hope you enjoy having us out there with you as much as we enjoy having you on the network. That's KGMB TV in Honolulu, Hawaii. Welcome to it. Fair enough. Now, on the $100 clock for you, we have a little problem for your wife. Just for her. This is one time when the husband can stand back and take it easy. Mrs. Harris, would you come over here with me? And step right here to center stage and turn around and face the audience. And Betty has a little something, a little decoration to pin on you there. That's the idea. Now, you'll notice that that's a little marshmallow on a string. And all we want you to do is to take a bite out of that marshmallow. That's all. The only catch is, of course, you may not use your hands. They must be behind your back at all times. And what you must do is swing that marshmallow until you catch it in your teeth. Now, you may not catch the string. You may not take a hold of the string and nibble your way up. You must catch and bite the marshmallow. Do you understand? Get the idea? All right, take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have. You have 55 seconds to get one bite. Are you ready? Go. Stop the clock. You have 25 seconds left. Now, look, you had the right idea, but let me give you one little tip. Try to swing it up and get your face under it so it lands on your face and it'll fall in your mouth, you see? Try to catch it that way. Don't try to catch it out in space. You ready again? Go. Not quite so hard. It's not quite so hard. Just do it just like you did before, but try to get your face under it, you know. Oh, come on. Don't say no. What's happening? Oh, golly, I am sorry, too. Believe me, I am. But we have something for you. There's a lovely little radio by Sylvania, and we thank you for being awful good sports. Thanks for being with us. We didn't get your marks now. That's good. Good night, sir. Roxanne, whom do we have now?
Bud, this is Lieutenant and Mrs. Carl E. Peterson from, oh my goodness, from New Holstein, Wisconsin.
Oh, that's out your way, isn't it?
Yes.
No wonder you got excited. How far is that from where you're from?
Gee, I don't know. How far
Where
is
are
it?
you from?
Minneapolis.
She's from Minneapolis?
Oh, that's about 300 miles.
Well,
Oh,
say,
it's
you
all
folks
right.
just go right ahead and talk. I'll go over here and run along with the show. Well, it's certainly nice to have you here. Carl, how are you?
Fine.
And Miss Peterson, welcome to you.
Thank you.
Is this a little vacation trip or something?
Stationed here in
We're stationed
New York.
here in New York City.
Huh?
I'm with the Bureau of Ships in New York City.
Well, that
local
figures in the
office.
Navy Bureau of Ships. Hey, the bonus, boy! You get my bonus. That's the bell. All right, come on out here. Bring out the bonus, will you, girls? You just wait right here, Carl. We get it set up for you. Now, this, you remember, is $400 in cash, and it's extra. It's a bonus. In other words, it doesn't hurt where you were. You go right on through your clocks, win, lose, or draw on this. Step over this side of me, Carl, will you please? Now, here is our fancy little tea thing here, you see. You have to hold it down here at the handle with only one hand. And you won't do it as easily as I do, but Betty will put that in that cup. You have to do that by yourself. And then merely by swinging, you have to get this other ball up in that other cup over there, you see? You have to do it with just one hand and without breaking either cups. If you do, we stop, replace the cups, and go right on. You understand?
Right.
Just one hand now, holding it at the end. That's the idea. Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 45 seconds. Are you ready? Go. There you go. Now you got one. What? There we go. Oh, golly, I'm sorry, Carl. You didn't beat the clock. The clock beat you. It'll be worth $500 next week, but a good try, fella. Practice that at home with some of your wife's good China. She'll love you for it. All right, boy. Well, now we're going to go on into the $100 clock and see just what your problem's going to be. And do I understand that you have an anniversary?
That's right,
When?
5th anniversary today. Last night, actually.
Many happy
Happy
returns to
celebrating.
you. That's a little special extra something. That's the whipped cream on top here. Not the kind the other gentleman. Now, Lieutenant and Mrs. Peterson, we have a job for the two of you on the $100 clock. If you'll both come over here with me, I'll show you what it is. Now, Lieutenant, are you right-handed or left-handed, sir?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed. Will you stand down next to your side next to these two tables? And you'll notice that here are some coffee cups and saucers, you see? Now, on the bottom of each one, there is a little soft balloon. That's just put there to keep a ping pong ball from bouncing out when it hits in. Sort of makes a little cushion for it so it doesn't bounce right out. Your problem is simply this. I'm going to ask Madeline to give me one ping pong ball. I'm going to place it in the bottom of that cup. Then I'm going to place another cup on top of that, see? And I'm going to ask you to hold that in your right hand. That's the idea. Now, when I say go, your wife is going to start from a spot that I will place her on to bounce ping pong balls to you one at a time. You are to catch one ping pong ball in that cup, then put a third cup on top of that and catch another ping pong ball in the top cup, and we'll stop the clock and you'll beat the clock. You understand the problem?
Right.
Okay, you're starting with one ping pong ball in already and those 2 cups and saucers already piled up. Now, your position of operation is right on that spot right there. That's the idea. And both of you must remain in your respective positions. You can't go walking around. Do you understand the problem? Okay, take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have first. 55 seconds. Are you ready? Bounce them. Yes, go. Oh! Got nervous on that first one here. All right, we won't bother putting a ping pong ball on the bottom. We don't really need it. All right, are you ready? Go! Get easy now. Oh! Mustn't break your family china like that now. That's it. Set it up there. Kick that stuff out of your way. Kick it out of your way. So you're walking back too far, boy. Come in here. Come in here. That's it, right there. All right, you ready? Go. No, you can't steady that top one now. You have to hold on the bottom one over. Get it set now. Get it straight. All right, there's one. There two. There two. Now, don't steady that on the cup with your thumb there. Get your thumb out of the way, your bottom thumb. Get a good grip on that bottom saucer. Then take your other hand away. Don't hold it against you. You can't steady it against you, no.
Push it in.
12 seconds. Stack them up the way they were. You got that one on there. That didn't fall. Now, don't hold that cup. You got to hold this bottom saucer only. No, you got to hold the bottom saucer only, not the cup. Not the cup. Just the saucer. That's it. That's the idea. Now, just get your hands off it. All right, you ready? Go. Careful.
Higher. Higher.
Go there. Got about a half a second left to go. I'm awfully sorry. But in any event, come on out with one of those Sylvania radios again. Just for you and for being such awfully good sports. It was a pleasure having you here with us tonight. Happy anniversary, too. Good night.
Thank you.
Roxanne, who do we have now?
Good, we have Mr. Steve Pamas and Miss Joan Beck.
That's
correct?
right.
Yes, from Floral Park, and they're engaged.
Thank you very much. You're engaged, are you? When are you planning to be married?
May 24th.
Well, congratulations and lots of happiness. And you too, Steve. What do you do for a living?
A buyer.
You're a buyer. Well, best of good luck to you both now. Because, by the way, do you ever relax by playing golf?
No.
You don't?
No
huh?
golf.
You have played, though, at some time or other, haven't
Miniature.
you? Miniature golf. This is perfect for you. We have a problem that involves very much the same sort of thing. You want to come over here with me, Steve? And this is on the $100 clock. Yes, sir. Good luck to you. Thank you very much, Betty. Here's the little golf ball. And this circle encircles what we call no man's land. You cannot set foot inside that circle at any time. What you have to do is make a hole-in-one by rolling that ball in there. You see, that's one of those little indoor putting things. The little sides flip down and let the ball come in, and it'll stay in once it gets in if it doesn't go in too fast. You understand? And your putting club is your foot. You can kick it with either foot, but you can't touch it with your hands. And when I say you go, you got to start it going and just try to make a hole in there. Just keep running around the outside of the circle. You can't step inside the circle at any time. Understand the problem? Take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have? 45 seconds to make that hole. Are you ready? Go. Not supposed to stop it, Steve. Just keep it. That's the point. You couldn't reach in there. I just said you couldn't step in there. Oh, don't step, Chris. Don't step. All right. Okay. All right. On the $100 clock is what you got. I want you to know, boy, I'm getting more fancy signals right now than any man's ever had on television since it began. I'm getting this, I'm getting this, I'm getting people scurrying around here. I'm getting all kinds of signals. Anyway, we have a little problem for you on the $200 clock, and I don't know if we have time to get to it, but let's come over and try. Come on. It's for both of you this time. Come on, Miss Russian. Oh, my goodness. Well, look, I'll show you what it is. Here's a little stick with a little dingus on it here and a quoit down here. What you have to do is make a ringer with it, you see? There are belts on either end. You have to fasten them around your waist, so you can practice that at home. You do all kinds of funny motions with that thing and have a lot of fun. Can you come back next week?
Sure.
All right, you'll be our first contestants next week. We'll see you at that time, okay? Good night to you for now. This is Bud Collyer, ladies and gentlemen, speaking for Sylvania, hoping that next time may be your time to beat the clock. Good night, everybody.
This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Produced in association with the CBS Television Network. Roxanne's Gone, Hannah Troy original. Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania. This is Vern Bennett reminding you to tune in every week at the same time for Beat the Clock.